Hola. How you doing? You doing good? There we go. There's me. I am on live. Is it live or is it Memorex? I think it's pretty live. You know how hard it is to put in a screen? To fix the screen? Hi, everybody. Hi, Isis, Ellie. What are you doing awake? Bradley, Lori, Jazz, Lisa. Good evening. Don't mind the mess behind me. I know, right? What am I doing out in the evening? I'm taking a break, man. That's what I'm doing. Taking a break. It has been a full day, and I'm breaking. Pump the brakes. So I'm just chilling for a little while, and I thought I love the mushroom. Oh, I don't even know when he put the mushroom there. You see your house? Oh, Lori, I can't even walk through here. There's no way. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's not a good idea. Um, Simply because when you're putting the house together. Renee Shellum, hello, Diana, Zara. When you're moving back in, you're trying to shuffle things around. I'm deep cleaning at the same time. Like our cabinets in the kitchen are all white and they're custom cabinets from when we had the house fire. It's one thing I wanted, and so like look at his fingerprints. Hi, April, Rachel. Hi guys. So I'm cleaning fingerprints and just cleaning, Angel, hello. Reorganize and declutter, and the family can't stand it when I get in this mood. Hi, Coretta. Man, we're getting those guest bedrooms ready so you guys can come visit. We are. I told the oldest. I said, because he's kind of a little hoarder. I said, if you have anything downstairs that you're attached to, you better pick it up because I'm going to throw it away. I'll throw stuff away really quickly. It has no problem. I have no problem with it. Like if I haven't touched it in a month, I'm like, what do I even need this for? And I can come home from being gone for like 6 months and something will be in the same spot. And I'm like, I have a garage sale. No. I don't like people in my space that much. And I don't collect a lot. Richard does. Okay. You've been sorting clothes. I have to go through my my closet and get rid of some stuff in my closet. And I have some things in there and I'm like, okay, now do I really want to, oh man, do I really want to get rid of that? Because I have like a handmade leather jacket and some stuff like that. Whatever. Okay. All right. So let's do this, you guys. Let's do slap ass readings this evening. I can sell crystals too. I'm not even there. Sam just left for a week. One would love a card, please. How'd your day go, Ellie? I'll pull a card for you. Sam left for a week, so I'll be working in here and in the crystal, trying to clean the crystal room and getting the camper ready to close up. So I'm kind of trying to put my areas in a couple different areas, a couple energy. Okay. So let's. Okay. You hear a clicky clacky dog. I have to get a carpet down in here. So I'm going to do a little bit of channeling. I hope everybody's okay with that. You're processed and good. You're better today. Good. So I'm going to do a little bit of channeling. I really feel pushed to do that. And I'm pushed to talk about hidden duality. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing hidden duality. Who am I talking to? That'd be really nice to know. Red feather. What the hell's red feather? That's a new one. Red feather. I'm talking to red feather. I don't understand that. He's saying some kind of word that it's just not something I understand. He's definitely native, and it's a very phonic word. It's like, oh, I almost want to say Ojibwa, but I'm not sure. Okay. So hidden duality. Gotcha. He wants to talk about, at the moment, there is a energy going on that is shifting people's perceptions on people around them. I've not worked with this gentleman before, so give me a minute. Just give me a minute. He's definitely a new energy, and he likes to use animal totems, and I love working with animal totems, so we're good here. Okay. So I'm going to call on my other guide here. I have a guide named Dancing Crow. Interesting. Okay, so we're talking about viewpoints. Absolutely, talking about viewpoints. He's showing me the snake in the grass. Now, I know it's a saying, right? The snake in the grass. And what he's doing is he's talking about the perception from here and the perception from here down. So he's like, the perception from the snake on the ground is so much different than the hawk from the air. And while both of these energies could be perceived negatively, so many people think of the snake as being such a negative energy, when actually it really is quite a beautiful, beautiful animal totem. It's about being very close to grounded and just in sync with the earth and the snake energy. I love snake energy. And he's talking about when somebody is this perception down here, and they're looking up and they're having to look through things to see the sky, to see through the muck and the mire of what people place in front of us all the time, because there is bullshit we all have to go through, right? We have to be able to see not only ourselves through the muck and the mire, but other people through that as well. And he's saying that the snake energy is that there's like two levels right now of energy that is conflicting. And it's so interesting because he's using so much vivid green within his imagery here with the blades of grass. And he's like, this snake is having to look through. And I know this sounds really weird, guys, but this is when I'm working with animal totems, are very, very, very symbolic. And he's talking about how this energy has to look for, sometimes it has to look for the promise. It has to look beyond what is right in front of their faces, that duality, right? It has to look further. What is it? Can you see the forest through the trees kind of thing? This energy is like, hey, look beyond what's directly in front of you and move through it. Don't stagnate because you're having a hard time getting past something. Understood. Thank you so much. And I used this phrase earlier with somebody that was in the vehicle with me. And I said, if you never create change, if you never do something different, you're always going to have the same thing. And that's what this person is saying. This red feather is saying, if the snake stayed in one spot, their whole entire life, they would only know the blades of grass in front of them. They wouldn't get any further. They wouldn't know any different. And they would only see face value on everything. And it's through our journeys as we move forward and we go, oh, I see that lesson, or I see that lesson, that we start to see that there are different facets of people. That's a weird image. I don't even know where we're going this evening, you guys. So bear with me. Bear with me. I don't even know where we're going because he's talking about this snake energy, and then he's talking about this hawk energy as well. But the hawk energy is taking me someplace I didn't think we would be going. So bear with me. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. I'm really not watching the feed right now. I'm going to catch up in a little bit, and so he talks about the snake, and he says, this is such an earthly energy. This is such a beautiful energy, and it stays right here. It's super grounded, right? And then he starts talking about the hawk energy, and I hope this goes where exactly I think it's going because I'm so excited about it. I love working with these energies, and he talks about the sky. He talks about the hawk in flight. It's so beautiful. This person is so smart. He's so emotionally stable, I guess is the best way to put it. He's talking about the hawk flying at night and how excellent their vision is. And it doesn't matter if there's prey and they're hungry, they're going to eat, right? They're going to find their prey. But he also talks about their acute vision when it comes to what's above them as well. Like I said, bear with me. Yeah, whoop, whoop, my mystical life. Thank you. And he actually starts flying higher. And this hawk energy is really an incredibly intelligent and insightful energy. When you have an animal totem that's a hawk, it is all about that higher education, the person that always catches the details, right? So he's showing me this hawk energy just going straight up into the air, up, 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 and higher. And I immediately am taken to Pleiadian energy, very much Pleiadian energy, but I'm also taken to the 13 races that are in the Galactic Federation and the communication. And now he's talking about blue avians. He's talking about blue avians. He's talking about the intelligence level that goes with this type of energy. But he's really taking me to the goddess Athena and the goddess Artemis. And I say that because when I work with the Galactic Federation, which is so unique for me to say still, I still struggle with that a little bit. They are my go-betweens. And it is because of the level of comfort that they bring as having that human energy that goes with them, right? Because according to our high school, are there only 3 people online? No, there's 41 people online. Actually, I have a collective feed, so I'm out to different platforms. Probably most people are on My Mystical Life on Facebook. So we're always presented with what's going to be acceptable to us. I understand the message. Thank you. We're always going to be presented with the best way for us to get a message. And it's interesting because people are always like, I didn't hear that, or I didn't see that. And I feel like I'm a psychic, but I'm not doing it right because I don't do it like so-and-so does it. And what is really interesting. So we're going to talk to Artemis for a little bit. We're going to be talking to the goddess Artemis, which is really interesting because when I first started this, matter of fact, until a couple of years ago, I didn't talk to anybody like this. But the goddess Artemis came in after I had started talking spontaneously to the goddess Athena. And Artemis is, of course, the goddess of the Pleiades, right? There's no coincidence. There's no coincidence there. And she definitely is that go-between between not only the Pleiadians, but a lot of times the Galactic Council. If you work with her quite often, you'll find that when you go to meditate and you connect with her very solidly, she'll take you on a trip and you'll find yourself in the most amazing spaces. My mind still gets blown. So let's see what the goddess Artemis has to say. By the way, she prefers Diana, but that's just what she tells me. And Diana, of course, would be Roman. Interesting. Okay. And she wants to go back to the hawk. She wants to talk about the hawk. And it's really interesting. I don't know if anybody else knows this. Is the hawk associated to Artemis? Does she work with a hawk? Um, because I keep seeing the hawk landing on her arm. I keep seeing the hawk landing on her arm. And she's talking about humanity right now and how there are many extraterrestrial elements out there or races out there right now that would love. It's in her picture. Okay. Because I'm like, what's the hawk? I understand why we started with the hawk now. Many extraterrestrial races out there that would love to enfold humanity into the Galactic Federation or just into the collective awareness, right? The collective awareness that's available to other races about everything that goes on beyond our scope of what we have realization of. I need to get a sign on my door that says "Don't open my door." It's because I have someone that's going to come through here in just a second. But she also is talking about, she's giving me that visualization as well, because she says it's going to be easier to understand the visualization that was something that's extremely familiar to humanity, such as a hawk or a snake, those animal totems, those energies. And she says, you see this hawk right here, this hawk right here, right here. And it is as real as you can touch it. It has an energy, it has an awareness, it has an intelligence. It is a beautiful thing, very much like humanity. And it has this hidden duality. They go back to this hidden duality of it's a beautiful, beautiful animal, gracious to watch. It's so full of, just incredible in the air. But don't piss it off and don't get in its way of its food, because that's where that animalistic, oh, I understand, thank you, that animalistic behavior comes out, the innate behavior. And she's talking about humans are very much the same. We are, she actually says, you guys are kind of fun to watch, because it is just, you never know. You never know what the hell a human's going to do. You may lay it out in front of them and try to give them the best of everything and the best of opportunities, and lay blessings out, boom, 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 boom. And a human may take the first one and say, screw the rest. I've got everything I need right now in this moment. And they may do that. A human may also take the first couple and then say, okay, I'm going to give everything else I have to somebody else. And then again, a human may take none of it as a grace and a blessing, and may take from somebody else because that's what they feel they deserve. And she says this is human nature. This is the nature of the human condition, that we have that side to ourselves. That, and you hear people go, oh man, and people are mean right now. People are mean. It's in our DNA to be very competitive, right? I mean, animalistic, absolutely. We think of ourselves as cultured and civilized, and I have this, and I have a house, and I have a car, and I have this, and we set ourselves apart from every other animal on the planet. But our DNA goes back to very primitive behavior. So that competitiveness that we feel as humans is part of our DNA. We aren't born thinking that we're just going to be mean and evil, not evil, but mean and competitive. We're born knowing love, hopefully, and compassion. And you have to wonder, if somebody was just totally nurtured their whole entire life and knew nothing of people being mean, would they develop it on their own? And she says yes. She says yes. She says it is about that duality that we have. We still have that primitive aspect of ourselves. And as much as, oh, that's interesting. Thank you. And as much as we would like to think we're cultured and we would like to think we're civilized, she says it is that DNA, the DNA that keeps us from being enfolded into the ranks of extraterrestrial life forms that are traveling the galaxy that we know of. Okay, so let me go there. She says, don't, and I've talked about this before, she says, don't think that there are not humans out there doing what they're doing. Okay, there are human beings from our planet out traveling the stars. It's a thing. It's a thing. We don't know about it, and that's okay. Or as most humans don't know about it. Okay. We have, well, and it's what she also says is we don't have to totally conquer our DNA. We're not going to conquer our DNA. It's genetics, right? It's just, it's that way. That's the way it is. But we do have to have an understanding of it, and what true compassion looks like. Because while we have had truly compassionate people on this planet, we don't have a truly compassionate civilization or a truly compassionate population. You can't say one country is truly compassionate or truly loving or truly above their DNA of, I understand that everything that we do is a cause and effect, and all of that. You have to find the charger. Find the charger, Ellie. So what she's really talking about is not exactly conquering our DNA, but having a better understanding of what makes us tick. Because humanity just is like, we go from day to day and we stumble through. Boy, I'll tell you what though, you put an outside influence against humanity and humanity come together really quickly. Like every nation on this planet would be like, you are my brother. My concern is if they came in peace, right? Can you guys hear the car? Yes, 9/11 did bring people together. Short memories, right? Short memories. I'm interested to see the tweaks that will be made to the DNA when they reset again. Right? That's interesting. I love that you said reset again, look, Renee. You know, I am absolutely, Stace. Artemis is an incredible energy. She really, really is, and she's not done. She's just waiting off to the side. 1 second. But Renee said, I'd be interested to see the tweaks that come in the DNA when they reset again. That this is the 6th layer of humanity. This is the 6th layer. This is what I'm told consistently, that there's 5 layers of humanity underneath our feet that we will not uncover. That it's just not in the cards for us to uncover it. It's just too deep. There's too much between the last layer and this layer. Every once in a while, something pops up. I don't believe Göbekli Tepe was supposed to be still standing. I think that wasn't supposed to be so obvious to us. You wish yours would retweak your DNA. We are where we're supposed to. We are where we're at because, well, I don't know. I gotta shut this off. If anybody was having a hard time booking for Salem, by the way, there were some. I had to reset a couple links, so I'm not quite sure how to do that, but I did. So some of those are reset. Let's see what else you have to say. Does anybody have any questions for her? Let's go there. Let's go there. I don't know what she's doing. She's talking about Orion. What are we doing? I don't know what she's doing. You're struggling. Lots of love your way, Rachel. Lots of love. Lori, have a great Muggle week. Have a great Muggle week at work. You always bring magic in, so you're not a Muggle, right? My guides have been telling me a lot about the layers, and that's what will happen in the next reset. They will tweak and try again. Absolutely. I totally believe that. And people talk about, the earth coming to an end. I got to tell you, the earth isn't going to come to an end. Humanity may come to an end. No time soon. No panic. Don't go buy water and toilet paper. Okay. Just please don't. But the earth will be fine. Earth will endure. It has already endured us many times. What can we do as humans to best utilize this experience? The word she uses is absorb. Yeah, do not panic. Do not go buy the toilet paper. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, God. Somebody called my name. It was the kid. She says absorb. Absorb. She's talking about frequency changes. What are we doing here? That's weird. She talks about absorbing our information, absorbing energy, and absorbing frequency. She's talking about, I don't know about this. Okay. She's talking about the more information we take in a lifetime, the more we go along, the different frequencies we hear, and the more unique experiences we have. I understand that. She talks about humans making choices on humans making choices with their experiences. You'll notice that some people, as they get older, become really nasty, really nasty. And then other people find joy in everything. And she's like, it is the frequencies of and it's like an annoyance. She's talking about it's like an annoyance. Some people get so super agitated because they've learned a lot of lessons in their lifetime, and as they get a little bit older, something has changed in them. Something has changed neurologically, frequency wise, and if they don't understand what's happening, they haven't accepted the changes, they haven't seen beneath what is laid in front of them. We have so many incredible experiences and so many incredible messages laid in front of us all the time. When some people get older and they miss them, they glaze over them. She talks about it is one of those things that the people that really find the joy are the ones that raise their vibrations, and become those joyous people, even if they're laughing over nothing. And then the people that miss those messages are the ones that really turn a little bit more sour. It's just the weirdest message, but I'm passing it on. Hello, Mr. Fry. You understand what she's saying? Good. I want to know what she was talking about with Orion. Okay. So what she's talking about with Orion is really, really interesting. Oh, so she has a question. Okay, she has a question then. Ooh. So as I'm looking and I'm watching what she's doing, she has drawn the bow. She is posing as Orion, and she has drawn the bow. And she's going, where would you aim this? Where What goal would you put out there if it was totally attainable? You knew when you released that arrow that what you were aiming at would happen, regardless of what it is. Where would you aim it? That's her question. Where would you aim it? She's showing me drawing the bow and being the hunter. And where would you aim it? Right? What a great question. Perfect health. Perfect health. I like that. Just seeing the beauty in life, the wind blowing through the trees, magic. It really is, right? Laying down in the forest and seeing that. Where would you aim if you were the hunter and you could get anything you wanted? You would get the family and love you needed. That's a big one. So basically what she's saying is, if you were to aim for the stars, what would be your prize? She has more to say. I'm just waiting to see what she has to say. It is a great question, because who hasn't now just taken her words and seen the Orion constellation and put themselves there and drawn the bow? And her answer is really very, for her, she finds a lot of beauty in our mythology. She talks about the mythology of humanity as their gateway of communication, their gateway and their explanation, that the explanation that humans came up with for who they were, and as they walked amongst people, what graced them with the ability to walk amongst humans that accepted them. So mythology is what come about from that, right? And she talks about some of the stories that were told, and some of the constellations that have been pinned up there. And she's just like, would you? And this is what she says: would you aim that bow? Would you aim that arrow at the bear? Would you aim it at the bear? One second, because I'm trying to remember the name of the bear. Unbelievable. I cannot remember the name of the bear. Someone's going to put it up here. I know it. I can't remember it. She's like, the bear. Would you aim your bow? Would you aim your arrow at the bear? I know there's a message here, and I'm trying to think of the name of the bear. Shit. I did really good in astronomy class. I really did. And this is why she says that. Would you? If you had nothing else to aim it at because you couldn't figure out what you wanted, and there was a bear, that bear right there in front of you, the Big Dipper, yeah, but it has a name. The bear has a name. It's not Yogi. That's great, though. Would you aim the arrow at the bear for no other reason than the bear was there? Canis Major, that's the dog star. Oh man, I can't believe I don't remember the name of it. That's disturbing. Boo boo. Hey, boo boo. But what she's talking about is not that it would be wrong to do so. Poo. Not that it would be wrong to do so. Because it goes right back to that human instinct. She's talking about there's a name for it. There's a name for the bear in the constellation of the Big Dipper. Because then there's a Big Dipper and then there's a Little Dipper. And they're two bears. one's like this, and then one's like this. And she's talking about, we're going to go back to that human instinct. Would you kill the bear? Would you shoot the bear because the bear is there? Ursa, thank you so much. Lori, thank you. Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. Because if you were to shoot at the bear for the reasons of being fed, and the reason, and she's talking about human nature, the reasons of being fed and the reasons of being clothed and every aspect of that bear being used, can you say that it's not justified? And she's using this just as an example for something. I don't know where we're going yet. She says, that is that an unjustified thing to do? Would any person, regardless of species, be faulted for the desire to survive? Or would, oh, I understand the message, thank you. Or if you were to let that bow go, or that arrow go, and took down the bear and walked away, would that be justified? No, absolutely not, in my book. And what she's saying is that is the two aspects of humanity we have going on right now. We have the people that are working from that DNA of just kill and walk away. Kill and walk away. You can see it on social media every day. Every day you can see that kill and walk away. And it is the people that you see that they get on and they poke people with a stick, right? I'm going to just say this just because I know it's going to start a fight. Do we need that energy? Absolutely not. And then we have the other people that are like, man, live, let live, work, do what you have to do, maintain, have your opinion, I'll have my opinion, and we're all going to move forward. That is the energy we're supposed to be moving into. The problem is, oh, we're going to talk about that? Okay. The problem is, like I said, you feel bad for ants. The problem is, and I had no idea we were going here. This is really good. She wants to talk about reptilians. The problem is, there's so many forces on this planet right now that are totally aware of what's going on in that hidden duality behind the scenes that is poking everybody with a stick. I don't care where you live on this planet. People are poking us with a stick. We are, as a population of the world, not of a country, but of the world, we have energies here that are doing everything they can. Reptilians, well, there's a different story. Doing everything they can to keep people stirred up. Because if you keep people stirred up, and this is really interesting. I had no idea where we were going when we started this, right? If you keep people stirred up and angry, then you slide into this easier population to control because they're looking for guidance. Humanity looks for guidance. If we didn't, we would all live wonderfully in our own little spaces, doing our own farming, sharecropping, the whole 9 yards, not sharecropping, but sharing. Instead, we look to other individuals to lead and take care of our roads and take care of our impoverished and to take care of our health and to do all those things. And she says that poking us with a stick keeps us there. You keep people stirred up. And by the way, she says the reptilians are great at this. You don't hear me talk about the reptilians very often, you guys. She says they're great at this. They're masterminds at this. And you know why? Because they've been doing it here since man walked upright. Good night, April. As Angus says, sharing is caring, right? Thank you, Ellie. I'm waiting. Hey, Nicole. Okay. They're soon going to have their butts sorted out. Oh my gosh, did you guys see all the strikes in the airlines today? Thank goodness Sam made it where he was supposed to go. Something threw an ink pen at you. Throw it back. And the other words she says is the wolf is at the door. She says the wolf is at the door and it's time to get things straight and sorted. Oh, yeah. Southwest Airlines strike canceled. Over 2,000 flights today, Stace. And now other airlines are doing it as well. It's been something that's been on the forefront and they've kept it really super quiet. How does that suck? Nobody knows that they're getting ready to go. Talk about poke people with a stick. You have how many hundreds of thousands of people go to the airport to get on a 6 a.m. flight and they're all canceled. Yep. So it is the pilots are I still don't want to go into this. The pilots are striking because they're mandating vaccines, and they said we're not doing it. Now, I have talked to pilots that have said they have had a lot of the flight delays are because there have been mid-air issues. I don't know how true it is, but yeah. Yeah. There's been so much hidden, though, in all facets of life. Yeah. So we're being poked with a stick, and the wolf is at the door, is what she says. It is, it really is up to humanity. Which way you want to go? Where do you want to go? Oh, that's fun. She's like, do you want to keep revolving and chasing your tail, or do you want to go to the stars? What is it? Here's the problem. How many people are that awake to realize, there's so much more peaceful ways to do things. Yeah, Stace, that's it right there. Elevation and blood clots. That's what I've heard from airline stewardesses and a couple of them and a pilot. Take me to the stars, man, right? Take me to the stars. I want to go to the stars. I don't necessarily need to go to space. I really, really don't. I can go there on my own. A little bit of journey work, right? But I'm hoping to get this room done tomorrow so I need to journey. I need to meditate. But yeah. And sadly, okay, we're not going there. Okay. Yeah, she's like, pump the brakes. Okay, thanks. You go beyond the beyond. I want to go to the stars too. Where do you guys believe you're from? If you're a starseed, where are you from? Yep, I've heard from nurses a 300% increase in blood clots after 3 different types of the jab. Yeah. So on that note, update on Bonnie. Update on Bonnie. Bonnie is a member of our community, right, guys? She's been in many classes, and Bonnie Bergman. You might have seen her on here. She is in Salem. She went on vacation at the very beginning of the month, actually 2 weeks ago. And she got sick in Salem. She was immediately put into ICU. They found her collapsed. And pretty much at this point, they say it'll take a miracle. So we're just waiting on those updates every day. She is actually part of our family. Not just our My Mystical Life family, but Sam was raised around her, and we're just waiting. So prayers and prayers and prayers and prayers and prayers. She was immune compromised to start with. She had really bad asthma. So they're just working on her. Hey, Age of Darkness. Yeah, so many prayers for Bonnie, please, you guys. Absolutely. So anyways, that's where we're at with Artemis. As I flash everybody on the screen. And here's something I can do. I know, guys. I'm trying to like not revolve there. So let's do this. As I'm sitting here talking to her and I'm working with her, I want to talk about because I'm like, okay, so let's talk a little bit about where you're standing. We're having this conversation, but where are you standing? I want to know what is around you at this point. Okay. Because I think it's interesting to be able to not just have a conversation with an energy, but to be able to see what they're experiencing in that moment. And I want to talk. Interesting. Okay. Meet you at Orion's belt, right? Right. I want to talk about. So we all understand, right? This is Artemis, the goddess Artemis. We all understand. I'm talking to the goddess Artemis. Artemis, Athena, Zeus, Eros, all those names from mythology have a basis in somebody that walked our planet. If they were set up as a god, there's a reason they were set aside from humanity, right? They were set as an extra part of humanity here. They're like, look at that person can do. Maybe they're not from this neighborhood. So when I'm working with these particular goddesses, that's interesting. I don't know where she's at. But I'm asking her what her area looks like because she's absolutely extraterrestrial. And I know that when I usually work with her, I know she's on like a command deck kind of looking area. It's really kind of interesting. You wouldn't expect that, right? You kind of like, but she stands very, very close, by the way, to Metatron. Archangel Metatron is very often in these situations where I see him on a command deck standing next to Artemis and Athena and about 10 other individuals that look a little bit different than us. So she keeps talking about lavender skies. She's talking about lavender skies and very sharp mountains in the distance. But she's showing, and I don't know if maybe this is a reference to exactly where she is, but she's showing me two different moons. Like this planet has two different moons, and they're not close to each other. They're like almost like here and then 3/4, not all the way around over here. There's two different moons, but the skies are lavender. And there's something about the smell of the air. She's talking about the air smells different. And that the surface is she's like, if you're standing on the surface, which makes me believe that there's underground stuff, because she's saying when you're standing on the surface, that it's very dry. Like she puts her foot down and poof, like dust comes up. Something about the smell of the air would be different to us. Obviously, it does not the same air that we would breathe. It just would be different for us. I don't know if there's some place that has a high amount of. I know it sounds funny because I hear her voice higher. I want to say. Like a helium or something very light like that. Yeah, I got that. Thank you. Very low gravity. I'm going to say that there's there's a subterranean. Because all I see is lavender skies and dark mountains off in the distance where they're really, really sharp. And then that puff of dust. I don't see what the surface color looks like. Almost like a brownie orange color. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. So this is actually in our system, and like our planetary system. Because she's like, you see the sun right here, Earth is over there, like a dot. Bigger than, like you would think of seeing a planet in R, but not seeing it super clear, you know. Interesting. It's not a permanent spot. It's not a permanent. Okay, it's not a permanent spot. All right, we're gonna move on. I'm just sitting here going, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Welcome, you guys. If it's your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see what I have here. Oops, don't do that. Don't touch things. Okay, so guys, really quickly, let's see. I don't know if I'll have to ask about that, Vicky. Yeah, Metatron's a busy guy. So you guys, we are going to Salem, either virtually or live. You can do either way. But we are going to have a day and a half of mediumship platforms, panel discussions. You can book private readings with people that really don't usually do private readings. So we have Tanya Lee, we have Vicki McHale. She does do private readings. We have Laura Berwick, we have Isis Kilmer, we have Tanya Lee. Did I say Tanya Lee? Johanna Burkhart. I'm missing people. Nancy Bulliard. I think I got everybody. You can find that here and check out all of the things. We have giveaways that are going to blow your mind, actually. We have, yep, Nancy, got Nancy. So we have just so awesome shirt. Thank you. We have so many incredible things going. I'm just going to give you a rundown of some of the things we have, like platform discussions, synchronicity discussions, numerology discussions, meditation journeys. You can, and everything is interactive. If you come virtual, we would love for you to come in person. But if all you are able to do is virtual, you're going to have a voice. You'll be able to be seen and be heard back and forth through the seance, all the platforms, all the discussions, all that. So, but the giveaways, we have animal communication readings, Zoom parties, intuitive oracle readings. We're giving away a level 1 psychic development class, which is a really good value. These are door prizes that if you are Zoom or in person, you're in on. There's just so many different things. We have tarot cards, shamanic rattles, shamanic wands. We have a 3.5 to 4 foot amethyst geode. Some really, really incredible stuff. Guys, go to the webpage and check it out. Could you send open chat nights to Heidi on Messenger? I can do that. I can do that. Oh, look, bye, Fred. Should we say bye to Fred? He thinks he's worried about our everlasting soul. I'm just going to let him go. Go with God. Absolutely. Here's the thing. I'm much more spiritual now than I ever have been in my whole entire life. I do not know what makes them think we're not spiritual people. I don't get it. Much more spiritual now than I've ever been in my whole entire life. I have a great connection with God. It's okay it's okay. I hope all is well with him, and I really do. I really, really do. Because it is the thing. Okay, so I need to send open chat, and I got to write this down because I'll forget. Open chat nights for Tony Ann Padilla. So what she's talking about, you guys, and what Bradley's talking about is the open chat nights that we have for members within our membership. So if you go to mymysticallife.com, we have classes. Tomorrow's class is a chat night. So it is a open class, and then we will discuss whatever. Thank you, guys. Whatever. Thank you for liking my t-shirt, my shirt. Yeah. It's actually a LuLaRoe, believe it or not. I saw it and I went, that's mine. So chat night tomorrow night, that's just a class on whatever you guys want to talk about. We talk about. And these go so well. Usually Sam's doing them, but Sam's gone. He may still do it. I don't know. And then on the 18th, Sam's going to be talking about manifesting. We've been waiting on those Sam manifesting classes. That's one of them. And then the 25th, guess what we're going to do, you guys? It's our very first intuitive practice class. This is going to be fun. The intuitive practice class, I can't tell you a whole lot about it because it's an experience. It's not just, we're going to jump on and we're going to guess what's in a box. We ain't doing that. It is going to be so much fun. Classes are always at 7 p.m. Central on Mondays. Classes are always on 7 p.m. Central. You make sure you're in. If you are a member, if you're not a member, go to mymysticallife.com and go to membership. You don't regret it because we have so many incredible people, and it's a lot of fun in their lives. So it's super interactive. And then I still have to do that. I just saw I forgot to do something. Like move and all this other stuff. Video, get Christine Emerson's video up. Okay. So we have all these great things going on. So did Tammy Nelson do practice? Because I totally missed it if she did. That sucks, Lisa. You are bad. Johanna Burkhart is going to be, Isis's practice is on the 12th. That is Intuitive Development Alumni. We have another class coming up in November. Psychic Development 1 will be coming up in November. Johanna Burkhart will be on the 14th doing chat. I have one more date available this month that I will send to Heidi if she wants that one. And then we have for next month as well. Let's see. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff. And then we're going to be doing on the 15th. On the 15th. Within the membership, you guys. It'll be a live group Zoom. I have to put a Zoom out for this. We're going to be trance mediumship to people's higher selves. I will be doing trance mediumship to participants' higher selves for messages. So, Tammy, you should have messaged. You can do that any evening you want. You just let me know. All you do is go live on Facebook, on the group. You're going to go live directly on the Facebook group. Do it whenever you want. Except Monday night. Or the 15th. The membership link is at mymysticallife.com. And you just tap the membership tab at the top. And it will take you. We actually have a 15-day free trial going right now. So you can click on the 15-day free trial, see if you like us. Not only do you get the things that we're doing this month, you get everything we've ever done. So there's a huge library of classes, meditations, healing sessions, interviews, all sorts of stuff. So there's a huge, there's a plethora of stuff for you to be able to check out. Thank you, Isis. You're a rock star. Hi, Sandra Hudson. So, Tanya Lee, you just finished your weekly Buy Signs Live. We're wonderful. I enjoyed your webinar today. That was awesome. I was driving, so I didn't stick around for your meditation. Good idea, right? Do you still have open nights for presenters? The only one I have to offer it to Heidi first. I have two. I have to offer them to Heidi, and then I'll open them up, Tammy. Plethora. I know it's a fancy schmancy word. That's Sam's mushroom. Thank you. Yes, don't meditate while driving. This is really good advice. Really good advice. Henry did do trick-or-treating. We had trick-or-treating yesterday. When do I do readings live? I've actually planned on doing nothing but readings this evening. I'm not done yet. So we will go ahead and do that too. And my book is open right now. So if anybody wants to book a private session, you can actually find that under services on My Mystical Life. Three Amigos. Do you know what a plethora is? No, I haven't seen that in so many years. I'd have to watch the movie. Haven't seen that in forever. Ooh, took my eyeball out with my glasses. Okay. I haven't seen it in forever. Movie night. The Three Amigos. Do we need a movie night for the Three Amigos? We need a practical magic movie night. If you guys are going in person, seriously, if you're going in person to Salem, which you totally have the option to do, right? All these incredible giveaways and all the meditations and all the mediumship and all this great stuff, right? So totally welcome to go to Salem with us for Halloween. Totally forgot where I was going with that. And hold please. Oh yeah, practical magic. Somebody said we should do some lime and a coconut. And I'm like, hey, I'm not against a practical magic moment at midnight. I know, right? It's such a great movie. I'll bring the blender. Actually, we can get them frozen, prepackaged. So, anyhow, let's see. I cannot scroll for some reason. Oh, there we go. Now I can. We had so much fun trick-or-treating yesterday. It was so much fun. Laura Paulo. Interesting. Okay. So I want to talk about your energy. You have a guide that is telling you to breathe. You have a guide that's going, oh my goodness, let's take a breath. The Jello shots look yummy. The Jello shots. So you have a guide, and it's a woman guide. Are you still here? What's her name again? Do this. I forgot. Laura Paulo. Are you still here? He doesn't really like me very much, Ellie. It's okay. I haven't been around. He doesn't know me. Okay, great. Laura's still here. So what I want to talk about is it's really an interesting image that your guide gives me. And she's like this. Hold. Just hold. This is what she's doing. Just hold. Wait. And she keeps holding a finger up. And I don't know if you've ever known anybody that's passed away that does this. It's like, hold. Wait. And I keep getting the feeling of the waves crashing in my ears, like loud sounds like that, like consistent loud sounds, almost as if it's a overwhelming, too much information, sensory overload. I wonder if you actually have maybe a clear audience popping out, because, or if you don't, if you do this already and maybe you're having a hard time getting everything to fall into, focus, right? Into perspective. Because then she says, she shows you standing and then turning, and it's such an interesting thing because shows you standing and you turn and you pivot your body and you end up Indian style on the floor. But what's really great about this is that as you're doing that, as you're finding your center, as you're finding your calm and your hold, underneath you is this energy symbol, the spiral of energy. And when you hit the ground and you find that silence in the soul, when you find your silence in the brain, you're going to shift gears in life. It is almost like you've honestly, Danielle Loving, I don't remember. If you go to mymysticallife.com and go under services, I just put it up there and I have no idea what my price. I honestly don't know. I just have never changed them, so I don't know. But it's there on the schedule. So Laura, when you finally find that, and you can breathe deeply, they really want you to breathe deeply. You breathe a little too shallow from what I'm picking up here. They're like, you need to bring in energy and release it as well. You need to really do an exchange out of your lungs and just start moving to it. What is this? It's so interesting. They're talking about past lives and you finding your rhythm. And quite literally finding your rhythm, by the way. So don't take this so literal that you have to sit on the floor. Good Lord, if I had to go Indian style, my knees would hurt for a week. So what they're saying is that's not necessarily it. It is a matter of finding the thing that you're passionate about, to find what your energy is going to sync with. And the way they're doing that is they're talking about your Akashic Records. You understand and you're working on it. Okay, good. Because they're talking about your Akashic Records here now. And it's a female past life. Okay. It's a female past life. And I get so much fluidity with it. Just so much the body moved. I think that is something they want you to do as well. You're supposed to be moving your body gently, if that's what you need to do. But this lifetime wasn't about exercise. Okay. Good night, Brad. This lifetime was about music. Okay, let's see. Let's block this guy, block that guy, and do this. And what is it with the trolls? Okay, that's only two. But it's about playing the violin. In a past lifetime, you played the violin, and I just hear this really haunting, long noted song, and it's just so beautiful and so romantic. The song is just so, it wraps you up. And that's what you did with this in this lifetime that they're talking about, is you got so wrapped up in the things that created so much passion within you, that's exactly how you lived your life. They're like, this was a lifetime where you felt so emotional about what you did that you carried it into everything. This wasn't just a passion for right here. I know, a couch auction. He's gone. It's okay. I don't know. Couch auction. They can't have my chair. I don't know the right amount. But they're talking about you having transition, that passion and that feeling that you had with that music, where it moved everything in your body and your heart and your soul. It really had that soul connection, and you carried it to live passionately through everything you did in life. And they're like, Find that passion in this life. Find it. Because it is good. Pookie told him, though. I don't know who Pookie is. Once you find that, you're going to shift gears in this life. And they're like, hold now. And you'll know when the thing that just rocks your world comes across. Does it come with free potato chips? Maybe down in the seams. I know it's couches for sale. We should have just let him go. Should have just let him go and had fun with him and been like, dude, is there a couch? Oh, you mean the brown one? It's covered in dog hair. It isn't. But anyhow, I hope that means something to you. I hope it's maybe a free crystal tucked down in the cushions. I have no idea. You never know. You never know what you're going to find here. This resonates. I'm glad that resonates. They really want you to roll with the passion. Squirrel. It would have been funny. We shouldn't have blocked them. Oh, you mean the possessed one with the free Ouija board? You freak them out that way, huh? You're like, I know somebody. Started $50. We should have started an auction. Oh my God. Look at all these missed opportunities. And I'm like, hey, oh my gosh. You never know. You never know. Oh, I have an allergy to my eyeliner. Oh gosh. Okay. All right, let's find some future proof. I won't be so quick next time, you guys. And I'll just let you guys have fun with them. You're like, you don't have to move it. It will move itself. Oh my God. I have to tell you, and this is serious business. This is serious business. If the flippin' couch moves itself, you'll find me an acre and a half away on the road. Okay? Because I'll be like, nope, this house needs a blessing. Not by me. I'm super spiritual. I'm a shaman. Take care of both sides. But if my couch moves, I have a problem. Okay? That I needed reinforcements for. It's human nature. I'm going to pee myself and I'm going to run out the door. You'll find me in the barn with the spiders. Mm-hmm. All of them. Oh. I was told many times my maternal grandfather is my guardian angel. Is a guardian angel also a guide? Yes, they can definitely be a guardian angel can be somebody that's passed away. You'll be out of there so fast. A desk in your classroom once came off the floor and fell back to the floor. See, this is a hard pass. We went to the Mansfield Reformatory when I first started doing this. We went to the Mansfield Reformatory, and I was with my cousin. And there's 4 levels of steps. Not super safe OSHA steps either. Okay, OSHA don't go here. And my cousin's like, let's go take pictures of all those cells at the very, very top. And I'm like, you may take pictures of the very top. I feel like there's somebody on the 3rd to 4th level there that wants to push me off. I think I'll stay down here. Thanks. Oh my God. We could have had so much fun with this person, but is that charitable? Is it charitable? Oh my gosh. The lecture we just got from Athena earlier, I probably right there, guys. Are we the snake or are we the hawk? I don't know. Bippity boppity boo. we go. Right? If you were having a rough evening, I hope you feel better now. Not charitable, but funny as hell. You know, we appreciate them coming on and spending time with us so we may have a giggle. Seriously. I've learned over time that when you get a bunch of them, because some of them come on as a gang, and they go, and you just go, thank you for increasing my ratings. What's Stace's comment? What I do? I missed something. All right. Okay. Calm down. When you tell the guides to calm down, slow your roll, pump your brakes. It'll be fine. Just give me a moment. Oh, okay then. All right. I had 2 decks, 2 cards pop out. This is for, no, there it's there. Okay. This is for Rachel Kalina. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. I can't wait to have my room finished. I really can't. Oh, the couch movie. It was a great comment. She's like the comment of the night, right? Okay. Are we doing live this month? For some reason, I had to mark live next week, but I have no memory of it. I have no memory of it either. But what day do you have it written down? Because we can do that. We can absolutely do that. You have to let me know, though. Oh, my desk is still taped closed and all sorts of stuff. Let me know. We can absolutely do that. I am not amused. I don't want to move anymore. Did you guys notice that? Cool your boots. I don't want to move anymore. I'm over it. So Rachel, the first thing I'm going to talk about is, are you giving yourself enough credit? Are you loving yourself enough? Mm-hmm. Are you, just said mediumship night was marked for Thursday. That is the night Johanna's supposed to go on the membership live. Can you do the 21st, Tanya? Let me know. So Rachel, she's like, really? For the love of all things holy, could Lisa just keep it between the lines? No, she can't. But you knew what this was when you got on here. And if you're new, guess what? We do. We work through laughter, right? I don't have to move. I just need that couch. Are you giving yourself enough credit, Rachel? Look, wait. Super serious mediumship look. Rachel, do you love yourself enough? Are you giving yourself enough credit? Are you walking with grace, is what your guides say? Do you realize every time you put your foot down on the ground, you are graced with this beautiful life? Every move you make forward is the 21st works. Okay, I'll write it down. I'm even writing it in pen. Okay. Every time you put your foot down. That's interesting, right? It's interesting, their wording. Every time you put your foot down on what's acceptable for you from other people, it is a display of you appreciating yourself and being a person that revolves in their own dignity and self-love. So, my question to you is, how often do you put your foot down and not, I know it's official, it's in pen. How often do you not take other people's shit? Do you let people run all over you? Are you standing up for yourself and living with more dignity because you are a person that deserves it? No matter what you've ever done in your life, you deserve that, right? Are people casting stones at you now because you have come to that realization? Whose problem is that? Not as often as I should, right, Isis? I understand. Whose problem is it if they have a problem? No, did you, Tanya? Whose problem is it if they have a problem with your behavior for standing up for yourself? I know the answer. It's their flippin' problem. When we stand up for ourselves and people drop away, then they are not in it for our better good. They're not in it for us. They're not in it for that beautiful relationship that people can have, whether it's a parent or it's a child or it's a cousin, it's a mother, it's a father, it's a whatever. So if they're not supporting you, have enough respect for yourself to realize that you will never be alone. I think this was what, and I think that a lot of most intuitives, I hope most intuitives feel this way. Dolores, you're totally right. Fluidity, dance, grace, dignity are the messages tonight, because the other card that fell out of the deck was dance. Right? It's the couch's problem. It's that couch. This is the card we're talking about. Not only this is what I realized. This is what I realized when I started doing this journey. It's a good thing the couch can't talk back. It's about the only damn thing that doesn't talk back. This is what I realized when I started this journey. No matter where I go on this planet or wherever I go, and no matter who I'm around, I'm never alone, even by myself. Even if I'm sitting in this room by myself, I'm never alone, because I'm always supported. And this is so funny because your guides come up with the movie Mulan. I haven't watched Mulan and I the cartoon in so long, and they're showing her with Mushu in the room of, I don't know, where they kept the ancestors, and they're like, "Do you know how supported you are? How supported you are with your guides?" I just love you, Coretta Martin. You need to come visit. I can't come because my house is a mess, but you won't care if my house is a mess. So come on. So many guides around us all the time. All the time. If you knew how much support you had, you'd feel claustrophobic. There's always guides around you. And they're always pulling for you. You are never going to get a guide that goes, maybe she'll do okay today. I've got a coffee date. I don't know if I can stick around for that. No, you don't have guides like that. Guarantee it. They're going to be like, okay, what's she doing? Okay. All right. Maybe she just needs a little boost today. Maybe let's put something in front of her today that's just so beautiful she can't barely stand it. How about a bunch of blue butterflies? How about a bunch of monarchs? How about some bluebirds? Let's drop $100 bill on the ground for it. Okay, I'm in for that, right? So you're constantly supported and never feel alone. I guarantee you, if you jump on My Mystical Life or Late Bloomers and you say, I need someone to talk to. I just need someone to talk to. I guarantee you someone's going to say something. We don't have this many people commenting and being there to support everybody all the time and not being there when somebody really needs you. I guarantee it. Angel numbers dropping everywhere, because they're saying you have the grace in this life. Every day you put your feet on the ground. Every step you take is a ripple effect. It's your ripple effect, and you are the one that decides how it happens. And then make every step you take turn into a dance. Make every time you move your foot forward part of a dance. Go into it fun, finding the joy, and pushing back the things that are negative. Pushing back the things that are negative. They don't serve. They don't serve you. I know I'm taking a long time on this one. Sorry, guys. Take every step forward and turn it into a dance and something beautiful. Really, because it's really hard once you get stuck into that doom and gloom. It's hard to get yourself knocked out of it because it becomes a pattern and we start to see the negative in everything instead of, I stubbed my toe, taking a step forward, and I turned it into the swing. I made a new ouch dance. Turn it into something else. Turn it into something else. It's there. The people that feel the deepest are the ones that struggle the most because of their perceptions of themselves and what other people think of them as well, because they feel it so deeply. So much love and light your way, Rachel. So much. Okay, let's move on, you guys. Really? Okay. Yours are off the charts. What? Okay. I really want my tarot cards, but God, I don't even know where they're at. I just haven't even, I'm not even working with my microphone yet. I'm still working on my computer audio, which is questionable at best. All right. I have a card. Sorry. I have a card. You found $100 near your foot one time in a pile of leaves. Awesome, right? That one, and maybe that one. They're like, maybe we'll do that one, but I'm not sure. What's the other one? Ellie. Ellie Coyle. You guys don't hear me call Ellie Coyle's name every once in a while. Oh my gosh. Ellie Coyle. You found $400 before Christmas, right? Let's see. Ellie, are you still here? Oh my God, she's like nervous. She goes, oh shit. Ellie's like, please don't call my name. Ellie. Lord, I do declare. Balancing on one foot, finding the balance, you put your fingers over yours, finding the balance between new levels of spirituality and muggle existence. There is who on here has had a struggle feeling this new spiritual movement going on within their psyche, their body, everything's vibrating, alarms are going off, the spidey senses are attached to the wall over here. You're just trying to reel everything in and you go, holy shit, I'm crazy. And it's just your guides going, right? It's your guides going, hey, we are trying to get your attention because you need to understand that you are going to be going through a whole new metamorphosis. And it's like, she was driving you guys yesterday She was driving and her brakes totally failed, right? We're not going to talk about the reading she had by a numerologist the day before. We're not even going there. So balancing everything you have going on with new spidey senses, with new waves of awareness. I think your guides are really, wait till you see this next card, are really trying to get your attention. So what is it that you had set long-term goals to have to achieve? That's what they're saying. You set long-term goals to be able to do one thing over here. Yeah, right. Tanya knew what I was talking about. She's like, she had a reading the other night that said she was going to have a near-death experience. Yeah. Right, Ellie? No shit, Sherlock. Because you've been living in spiritual narcolepsy. Guess what? Time to wake up. No more spiritual narcolepsy where you can just go and breeze through. They're like, okay, it's time. Let's kick this shit into high gear and really start moving forward. I personally know you have a class coming up. And I really believe that you signing up for that particular class, because I know that class was not hard for you to sign up for, but it was an emotional level that you had to pop through. Because I know that you had taken a class before and you were changing. You had so much new energy coming in and so many new things coming in your life. You were coughing it up, literally, right? If I'm not mistaken, this is that same teacher, correct? Is this the same teacher that said, maybe it's time to take a break from this or figure it out? Is this the same teacher? I'm waiting to see your answer. Different teacher? I'm glad it's a different teacher, but still, it's time to move forward. Time to move forward. There's no, I think I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I won't do this. There's no more of that. Sorry, girl. Which doesn't mean that there won't be obstacles, but they will be met head on and you will clear them. No problem, because you're stepping into a whole new level of awareness. Yep. Boom. Boom, baby. Okay. So if you guys haven't done it yet, if you could go to My Mystical Life on Facebook and like and follow. I know it's a beautiful deck, isn't it? Like and follow. So you know when we have stuff going on. If you want to be part of our group, because we are a hell of a lot of fun. That's an interesting question, Barbara. You can go to My Mystical Life under membership and catch us on our intuitive development classes. We actually have an intuitive development 1 coming up in November that I will be working on commercials for and getting up here in the next couple days. I felt I was dropped on my head, then picked up and shaken the crap out of. Yeah, I've had that feeling too. Are those beings up in space looking to make an appearance here by any chance? That they're already here? They're already within our scope of view if we were awake to it. But I was saying too, but I literally just said this to another spiritual friend, time to do what I planned. Swear to God, I literally just said that before you came on. Yep. Okay. This deck, I didn't tell you what it was. I'm so sorry. Is the Shaman's Dream. Shaman's Dream. It's actually Sam's deck, but I'm bogarting it because he's not here. That's what Lisa means, is that someone asked me to leave a group because of my coughing. I wasn't going to tell him that. She was coughing because she was getting so much information. I don't think she really had a clear way to convey it yet. And she let it go finally. Yeah, I like that deck too. It's a really nice deck. Okay, wait, I had somebody I wanted to pull for. Rebecca Marks. Rebecca Marks. Interesting. Rebecca, I have a guy that uses Disney movies as a reference. And he's been pretty quiet in the last 6 months or so, but he has a pop out here. And he wants to talk about missing somebody, like missing someone that you just happen to have a connection with. It's a soul connection type of thing. I'm not talking about a twin flame or a soulmate. I mean, there's so many different, love you too. So many different variations on what people want to say. I love Disney and have a shop dedicated to Disney. Okay. So actually what I'm hearing is Fievel, and I'm hearing somewhere out there beneath the pale moonlight, someone's thinking of you, loving you tonight, that song, right? It's a beautiful song. And that's the song that I'm hearing for you. And it's just so heartfelt. Like, it's so comforting to know that this energy is there for you. That's Tiana. It's just this wonderful energy that they're like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just a soul connection. It's a soul heart to heart connection. I hate to say soulmate just because people think of soulmate as this is the end all do all. And soulmates, you have so many people that come into your life that are meaningful. I hate to pin one on you because I feel like you have 3 people in your life that have or will touch you in such a profound way that when you are away from them too long, you feel that connection break. So your soul is really it's an older soul, and it's so familiar, and it just latches out. At least it knows exactly when it runs into somebody that it's been into. And why am I having such a hard time putting this across? The one thing I can do is talk. It's almost as if there is a cord, and I'm going to give you the reference that they're giving me just because it's going to be easier. When you meet somebody that you know has been with you, around you in another lifetime, it's just a feeling of recognition. They show you pulling that cord that says, here I am. I love your energy. And you are really good at knowing when you have a connection with somebody and when somebody's a crappy person. So words are hard today, but I've talked really well through everybody else. Her energy is a little overwhelming. Like her brain, and this is how I know someone's brain moves a million miles a minute, you guys. When somebody thinks really quickly, their energy comes across really quickly as well. So I think she has this left brain, right brain thing going on. Her old soul says, I understand energy. And her left brain says, but we live here. And so there's that pull and that tug. And a lot of intuitives go through this where they go, but I can't validate. And the right side goes, I don't care. Oh, you're a medium. Okay. Your brain just goes, blah, blah. And not in a bad way. It takes a lot in. It takes a lot in. Do you work with Archangel Metatron? Why do I feel like I had my ears boxed and a little throat punched? Like sometimes a message you do. Okay. We have something with Archangel Metatron we call 2x4 therapy. I feel like you've had some 2x4 therapy where you just go, holy shit, I wasn't prepared for that much of a message. And he's like, yes, but it's time. And there's a lot of messages tonight about moving on. You notice that? Like, we're getting the things that we ask for. You're very clairaudient. With Archangel Metatron, we kind of go, okay, when we know symbols come across, he just beats the crap out of us and then goes deal with it. I told you a million times that it was time for growth and you didn't listen to me. So now I'm going to school you, and then you have to work your way through this, because validation has been laid at your desk. I don't know exactly what he's talking about. I'm sure you probably do. He's like the validation, and he's showing me writing things in pencil, but he's showing it with a silver pencil, like it's silver writing, or I'm not quite sure what he's talking about. So if you feel the need to write a book, okay, 2x4s, and I've had thousands by thousands. I feel like you should be writing things down, divine words. Oh, channeling. You should be writing channeling down. So I don't know if you should be writing a channeled book or what he wants you to do, but he's like, this could be, and it wouldn't be through Metatron. It would be through somebody else. He's like, the divine words should be on paper. You have writer's block. Okay. I know this sounds silly, but find a silver pencil. He wants you to find a silver pencil. You find it online, find it wherever you have to. I don't care if it's a marker that is silver. He wants you to find a silver pencil or something that will write in silver. And he says, put the divine words on the paper and they will flow in big letters. I don't know. I'm just passing the message on. And let go of the anxiety about having writer's block. Could you do that? Because he's talking about anxiety and the need. No, Rachel, do not. If you guys get messages saying inbox them, please do not respond, block them and report them. They're scammers. Block and report, block and report. It's not from us. Understand, Rebecca Marks. I'm so very sorry. Very sorry about that. Absolutely. You just block them. You go to their profile and just click block on the right. I'm not quite sure how. Just delete it. Just delete it. Don't even open them. Just delete it. I'm sorry. I'm still listening, you guys. 1 second. I keep wanting to talk about a puppy. I don't know what I want to talk about a puppy about. I don't know that it's a real puppy. It's like a scruffy puppy. I don't know what the heck it is. You should be able to right click on it, Rachel, and delete it. I'm going to tell you that when I was doing this, I was looking at cards to see if they had anything to say. And Rebecca Marks, the card was Union. I did get a Union card. Oh, let me block him. Sawdig. We don't need him. I'll just block him off my feed. Does happen. Sawdig. Entity. look, there he is. How do these people do this? Yeah, there's a couple of them. I don't know. Block them all. How's that? I think it's super grouchy, though, when you do that. Huh. Okay. In here. Okay. I'm going to puppy. I know, Tanya. I know. Yeah, you just have to ignore him. Just ignore him. Good night, Ellie, you little vampire. She's in Ireland, you guys. Is he trolling the lady I was talking to? Just ignore. You guys, trust me. I blocked him. Yeah, you gotta be, because you want a horse. I have a couple you can have. No, you can't have them. They'll ask. They're your family's hexed. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. You just block them. Just ignore them. Never reply. All right, we're gonna do this. Oh, let's see, you guys. Okay. Well, you want to do that, but a little bit more than a puppy. Yeah, report. I know all that karma. Isis. This is perfect for you, Isis. Hi, Meredith Tyler. I'm not even going to read this card for you, Isis, because I think you understand it. Your next dog's going to be a Great Dane, Tanya. Get a big car. We love ours. It's been a great breed for us, but we won't have it anymore after him. You could use that. That's why I was like, I don't need to read that for you. You understand. I know you have to miss your Danes, Renee. I understand that. Absolutely. All right, guys. I'm out. I've been on almost 2 hours this evening, and I still am going to go back and clean my kitchen. So because it needs it badly. Yes, Bassett's to Great Dane. It's time to go big or go home. I get one of each. We did. All right, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Don't forget Salem, 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 Salem. mymysticallife.com. It's on the front page. Go at least check out the giveaways and all the schedules. You can virtually attend with us and have a blast where we can see and hear you. We're going to have so much fun. And I think the people that are virtual are going to be our judges for the costume contest. So I'm working on that. I'm not quite sure yet. I need to talk to a couple other people. And everybody, don't forget to mention Salem. Salem, Salem. Yes, you can hear him in the other room. And Salem. So don't forget to go to My Mystical Life and see all the really incredible things we have going on. And the incredible readers, Tanya Lee, Isis, Nancy Bulliard, Vicky McHale, Johanna Burkhart. Every time I do this, I draw a blank. Mr. Fry is going to be there. He says, I'm not reading, but he will interject. I know he will. Laura Burkhart. You'd think I'd know this all by now by heart, right? I'm missing people. I know I am. Okay. Everybody have a great night. Talk to you later. Maria Simmons, I think I fixed the link, but one person's link isn't working. I have to get with her and find out why her webpage isn't functioning, and that would be the numerologist. So I have to figure out that. But Mr. Fry will chime in and then take over. Watch. All right. I see you, honey. I see you, Mr. Fry. All right. Everybody have a great evening. I will talk to you later, or I'll talk to you in the morning, probably around 9 o'clock in the morning for coffee. Or 10. No. Yeah, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Oh, my Lord. What is it with these people? People. There we go. Bye-bye. Okay. There we go. Everybody have a good night. Thank you. Wasn't being weird. We like weird, Rachel. Weird works. It was just somebody telling us that we're going to hell. That's all. Tricks on them. I don't believe in hell. I don't believe in hell. And if I don't believe in it, it doesn't exist in my reality. Isn't that sad? Some people are thinking in their own reality of hell. That's sad. I don't like that. Nothing to see here. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Find love. Find light. Mr. Fry, get ready. Type it in. Find love. Find light. Wait, find joy. Feel divine. Because you are. And Mr. Fry, I know they think their reality is ours, and it's just not. Right, baby? And if Mr. Fry were here in person, he would say, no, he's not typing fast enough. May the light be with you always. All right, guys, have a great night, and we will talk to you in the morning. Bye.